Hey, I like Joplin Wi-Fi.
Right.
It ain't like other Wi-Fi where it don't work.
Right.
Uh, all right, I think we ready. All right, let's go.
What was I talking about? Title of class. Just Sabbath class.
Hmm?
Just Sabbath class.
The what?
Just Sabbath class.
I mean, whatever topic you want to put on there about. I just put a tape on.
Something like that. I like the way that sounds.
Right. Tape, so I tried to do it too. All right. Oh,
All right. Then.
all right. Get this one set. Okay, we go. Oh, this one we started on. Shalom, Israel. We are the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet Earth. And today's class, we are down in Joplin, Missouri. You understand? The ISUPK takeover is in full effect. You understand? Under Commanding General Yohana, we are raising up brothers and sisters all over the earth. All right. And we located here at 1901 20th Street in Joplin, Missouri, zip code 64804. And we got a conference line if you want to call in, if you got any questions, if you got want to make a comment or just want to listen to the class live, you can call it? You can dial 712-832-8330 or 218-339-7800, access code 825-1636. All right. Now, before we get started, let's get a most high hand for this class down here at Joplin, man. You understand? Your Commander Junior Hunter a hand too for putting all this together. You understand? And the brother Anthony, who has actually heard from Joplin. You understand? Give that brother a hand for him and the work that he did. You understand? Getting the class set up. You know, the brother got food and refreshments and everything. You understand? For we're gonna while class is going, we're gonna go ahead and let people start getting refreshments and things. We're gonna start off with since we don't got no more officers in here but us. We're gonna start with the young man. You understand? The trooper, and then the young man, and then all the other men can go and get them food, and then the sisters they'll go ahead and get them some as well. All right. So we're gonna start off with any questions if you got. Oh, and then we got a text line too for people that don't want to be live in the class. We got a number you can text your questions to, which is 314-393-0430. All right. Now, let's see if we got any questions. If we got any on the book, bear with us. Be patient. You understand? And we're gonna answer those questions as well. Um, let's see if we got any questions on the text line. Let's see. We got a couple of questions. It says we got one question. Uh, where can you find in the Bible a woman is supposed to give her income to her man? Good night. You understand? Let's get right to that one. Go to Ephesians 5 and 22. Start at 22. You gonna read it up?
Couple cuts.
Give me that camp voice. You know,
All right, count.
we in this big room. You understand? I keep forgetting that. But let's find out if a woman is supposed to give her income to a man. You know, a lot of sisters, that right there, sharing they man, when they come into the truth and find out that first of all, they man had another woman all along. You understand? It was just a secret. He didn't tell you. He knew that you would boo-hoo and cry. He didn't want to hurt your feelings. You understand? So he told you, it's just you, baby. I ain't got nobody else. You understand? When knowing that he did. You know what I'm saying? He do. But when you come into the truth, you find out, and we teach brothers that don't lie to the sister. You understand? If you got other women, tell them. You understand? You tell them because guess what? That's your God-given right as a man. You understand? I know I know you don't want to hear her crying and her booing. You don't want to see her tears running down her little pretty face. But guess what? You understand? It's a point in a time in a man's life to where he gonna have to stand for something. You know what I mean? Men have been bowing to women for so long. You understand? That's how we've been raised here in this country, in this society, in this captivity. Is for the woman to be on top of the man. It's actually in the reverse. You understand? The man is in charge of the woman. It don't mean that you can just mistreat the woman. That's not what I'm saying. You understand? You're supposed to, the Bible said that the two become one flesh. And no man ever hated his own flesh.
Right.
So the same way you make a mistake or do something you don't like, you don't slap you because of it. You understand? Same thing. Don't slap her because she did something you don't like. You understand? That's the same thing. So you love your flesh, you love her. That's your flesh. You understand? That is your woman. You understand? You two have now become one. Your problems is her problems. Her problems is your problems. You understand? All of the hurt, all the different relationships, everything that come with that woman, what they say, like package deals and all that, all the problems is a part of the package too. That's what they don't tell you. They don't tell you that part of the package, do they?
Right.
They leave that part out. I'm such a good woman. I'm submissive. I know how to treat my man. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. But they'll tell you how, boy, they gonna turn around and wear your ear out when they mad at you. You understand? When they don't get their way, they gonna man, I'm telling you, hit flips and cartwheels all over the house. They gonna clap. You understand? That's the part they leave out. But guess what? That's your woman. That's your problem.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You got to get her to stop hitting cartwheels around the house when you tell her no to something. You understand? You got to get your woman in order. And we most definitely don't teach abuse or anything of that nature. When it comes to a woman's income, yes, you understand. You give that to your man too. You give him your body. Why wouldn't you give him your money? Like which
Right.
one is worth more to you? You understand? Is your minimum wage income worth more than your body? You understand? That's all you're making. You understand? And I ain't dogging you because you make minimum wage. That's all Esau pays us. You understand? That's all he's paying us for real. Is minimum wage. So you mean to tell me that that means more to you than your body does? It's all the way backwards. You understand? It should be in the reverse. You know, you should care more about who you about to lay down with. You
That's
understand?
right.
For the rest of your life, because that's how it's supposed to be. Sex is marriage, and marriage is forever. You understand? But due to Christianity, they teach the woman only. They teach the man that he's supposed to have one wife. But let the woman go to the pastor and say she got problems. Oh, leave him. You understand? You can leave him and get you somebody else. God said that ain't your husband. Preachers do that. You understand? When that's not in the Bible. Once you have sex, that can seal the deal. You understand? That's your woman. And that's your man. And he's gonna rule over you. And he's supposed to do it righteous. You understand? And you're supposed to serve and obey him. That's what's in the Bible. You understand? But go ahead, let's read them scriptures, right?
My brother. I was going to say now, as a man, you're going to have to recognize.
Nice and loud for me, so I can.
As a man, you're going to have to recognize that wolf in sheep's clothing who's trying to lead that flock. You see, and I'll tell you something. You're right about that, but I tell you what, you have to tell your lady, your woman, your wife, say, hey, wait a minute, that guy, he's wrong. Matter of fact, she wouldn't be there in the first place.
Speak up.
And as you was talking about in the scriptures, yeah, it tells you that you gotta watch that guy, because just because he went to seminary, he's a hired. He wasn't chosen. He wasn't chosen by Moses. He wasn't chosen by Jehovah. He was not chosen. He was hired. And that's why he tells those folks what he tells them for money.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, sir?
Did you hear?
Well,
I can't hear
God, I heard you say. Well, what you're saying is true, but the thing about that is this: any of them that are coming up in the Christian church, they're not doing anything that they should be doing that comes according to the Bible.
Right.
When it comes to what the pastor is giving the leeway that they're giving to our women to free themselves from their husbands, that's not in the scripture.
Right.
The Christian church altogether does not follow the Bible.
And see, that was the point I was making, because it has been a stray from. It's been a stray, because now, today, unfortunately, it is not taught. You will not hear the name of the Most High mentioned even in a sermon. It's taught.
And that's why we here. You stay out of here and come to class here, you're gonna hear the name. We're not only gonna speak the name, we're gonna show you what the Lord ordained for us to do as a nation of people. You understand? So let's get this scripture real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22.
That's like real quick.
Go ahead, sir.
For all the questions in the comments, speak nice and loud so I can hear everybody. All right? Appreciate it. Go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
Now, the society, Esau, even the police. You understand? When your woman called the police on you to get you to do what she wants you to just get out, you understand? Or be quiet or stop telling her, what to do. You understand? That's who she'll call. The Lord said this, read that again.
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband.
You're supposed to submit yourself to your own husband. You're not supposed to, when you and your man get into a retreat and go, Daddy, he over here hollering at me. You understand? Or call your uncle or your brothers over, beat him up.
God.
You understand? Because he in your face, whatever. You understand? You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to submit yourself to your own husband. And the word submit means to willingly give yourself. You understand? Now, you willingly give a man your body. Now, willingly give him your obedience.
That's right.
You understand? Go ahead, keep reading.
As unto the Lord.
As unto the Lord. Now, black women in the Christian church is good for saying, oh, I don't obey no man but God. God said for you to treat your man as if he's God.
That's right.
You understand? That's what that scripture means. You turn around and you obey your man like you would the Lord. If the Lord said, go get me a beer out of the refrigerator, you get up and go get that beer. You understand? So when your man say, baby, give me a beer out of the refrigerator, it's your own beer. I didn't work out, I'm tired. You understand? Damn, your man just asked you to go get him a beer. But here you is causing friction, causing problems because he asked you something simple. He turned around and tell you, nah, babe, we ain't finna go shopping. You ain't getting that purse you want. You really gonna flip your wig then. You know what I'm saying? So if your man tell you no, you understand, you supposed to obey your man as if he's the Lord. Now brothers are supposed to, take your woman out, buy something nice. You understand? Nothing wrong with her looking good and having some smell good, smelling good, and things for her little hair, nails, and hands and accessories. There's nothing wrong with her having those things. You understand? So just as well as you want something nice, she can have something nice as well throughout. See? You understand? She could turn around and have a purse. But if, say, for instance, you go into your finances and you say, no, a purse ain't this paycheck. You understand? We got to wait a couple more. Then that's just what it is. You just have to wait. You understand? Because your man rules over you.
That's right.
You are supposed to obey your man. And brothers are supposed to rule over their women righteously.
That's right.
You understand? Not just take all the money and you looking good. Tax time coming up, ain't they still taking sisters' income tax check in the world? So, you understand? You got your hand up, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
nice and loud, I can hear you.
I was gonna say, being that you said that sisters is still giving their income tax
of
to
course.
their men.
Of course, but then when they come here and hear that you got to give that money up, they say, "Oh no, not me." You understand? They got a problem with it, but you've been doing it all along, and that's actually your right spirit. You understand? It's for you to give everything to your husband and him rule over it. Go ahead, brother.
Okay, let's get ready to make a statement. Again, am I loud enough?
No, a little louder. For me.
Okay, little louder.
Come on
Been
with
in
it.
the military, I can speak loud.
Yeah, this is a big room, so I
All
need you
right,
to speak loud.
all
For me.
right. Now, first of all, a man is, I mean, right now you're not talking about men, you're talking about males. There's a big difference, big difference. Just because you are, your physiology, your anatomy is male, they say, oh, I'm a man. No. A lot of sisters have a lot of males. They don't have men. If they had a man, he wouldn't say, go get me a beer because he don't drink. He wouldn't say, go get me a cigarette because he don't smoke. Because he would not have nothing to defile his temple. Understand?
I got you.
Got it right.
I got you.
And,
Okay.
and another thing, I'd say this. He and her together with that band or whatever signifies their union, you can pull it, stretch it, or whatever. But there's one thing about that band. It don't break. It protects what's on the inside of it, and it wards off what's on the outside of it. That is what the symbol of the band you were speaking of between the matrimony between a man and a woman. And I believe that is what our Creator had in mind when He brought us here, you know, to appropriate, to rule, to reign. And I'm just going out of Genesis right here, right now.
I got you. I understand.
Okay. And while I got the floor, I agree with some of the things you're saying, okay? But I just want to say, wait a minute. I believe that men in your position as men should educate the young brothers. Hey, you get these vices which take the money, take your income, and make that other guy rich. Now, if you're going to work a 9 to 5, you're only getting what is yours through that job. But wouldn't it be better to have 100 people work for you and get the same results instead of you working for yourself? If you're gonna have a 9 to 5, which is cool, why not educate your brother to, hey, these are the different businesses, these are the different realms we should be pursuing to bring the income in, because after all, we are Ishmaelites. We are supposed to be rich. We buy, sell, and trade. If not, what about old Joseph in Egypt? I mean, his brothers sold him. They sold him to Israel. They got a dime for that, for that body in Egypt. Am I right?
Oh, you right about what? What in Egypt?
Okay.
So like, if I could, the thing about this album, you're gonna have to give us one point at a time.
Okay.
You're going from point to point to point, and
I'm
we're not able
hearing
to
the point.
answer.
So
We're
like,
not able to go ahead. So
I'm hearing the point. I just wanted to hear that last part about the Egypt. Yeah, you kind of got a little low.
Oh, I apologize. I was saying that the Israelites that was passing through that country of Canaan, I believe at the time, it's in the scripture, and I'm just talking about Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
He was sold in Egypt. They sold him. They were businessmen. They was tradesmen. They were very wealthy. And I think that is where the whole venue of when I hear Ishmael, like, hey, guess what? We are about riches, money, power. And we're not about a beer, a cigarette, or whatever. That's what
Okay, as far as our riches and power and all of that was stolen from us. You understand? So I mean, but we do have enough money to take care of our nation if we would come together. You understand? Like we are supposed to be. Instead of us being individuals, we're all supposed to be together, one nation together, like all of the other nations of people are. But on the topic, we were talking about a man when you said that the man wouldn't ask his woman to go get him a beer. That's incorrect. The man would not ask her to go get him a cigarette. I agree with you on that because cigarettes is a sin. It's a sin to smoke cigarettes, blunts, Phillies, weed, crack, any of that. You understand? Those would be sins. But it's not a sin to consume alcohol. You understand? And it's in the Bible. You can consume alcohol. The Bible speaks against you being an alcoholic.
That's right.
You understand? You being a full out drunk, passing out, pissing on yourself, trying to fight everybody at the damn party. You understand? That's what you are not supposed to do. Is that? But you can't drink. You can't consume alcohol. You understand? The scripture even said Christ drank wine. You understand? And Christ never sinned. Christ did not commit one sin. You understand? So he drank wine. We could drink wine. You understand? But as far as a man ruling over his woman and her money, he's supposed to. He's supposed to. I don't know where this comes from. It must come from Atlanta Housewives or something. To where the woman, all she's supposed to do is just look good and get to shop all day and drink all day and don't get to do a damn thing. You understand? But the man, he supposed to work hard and give you the goddamn money. You understand? That's not how it's supposed to be, man. You understand? And I'm gonna show you in the scriptures what the Lord said. All right. Keep reading that for me.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
You know what the word head means in its context? You gonna speak out, brother. Raise your hand. Say salam. Say excuse me.
Said the beginning, the start.
Huh? It means what?
To me, it's the beginning, it's the start.
Okay, well, to you, that's
the man in Christ is a deity. He's, and you see in that same scripture, he's king. He's king.
it simply means in charge of. The word head, he's the head of the wife. It means he is in charge of her.
That's right.
You understand?
Right.
So when she by him being her head, she should turn around and talk to him if she wanted to change job. If she said, man, I don't like this job no more. You know what I'm saying? This person's giving me a hard time. Out of respect for her man being that authoritative figure over her, she should go to him and say, baby, what do you think about this? Let's talk about not just up, quit, and then, cause,
Right.
financial woes or something like that. You understand? Because now ain't no money coming in. You see what I'm saying? Or it's less money coming in. Go and talk to your husband first. You might, think your car need a transmission. Go talk to your husband first because he's head over you. He's in charge of you. You see what I'm saying? Now go ahead, keep reading.
Even as is the head of Salakia, even as Christ is the head of the church.
Even as Christ is the head of all of us. All right. Christ is in charge of every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, woman, and child. You understand? And that's how your husband is. He's the head. Christ is the head of the people. Christ, your man is the head of you. Okay? And guess what? The same way our sisters were not listening to their husbands now today, to where they put you out and turn around and get another man. They ain't happy. Or you lost your job. You understand? I just talked to a sister yesterday. Her man didn't have a job, and she claimed she took it as long as she could. He was trying to start a business, and she said she couldn't wait no more, and she was gone. It was how long was I supposed to wait? I said, how long did you wait? 3 years. I mean, sometimes businesses take a while. And the brother, out of her own mouth, the brother was asking her for some patience and some faith. Have faith in me, baby. Be patient. And the woman said, nope, I can't do it. I got Pampers to buy. You understand? That's what she said. I got milk. I got to feed this baby. I got to take care of my kid. So you think to leave your man, you're going to be more successful in leaving him versus hanging in there. But already, if the man is starting a business and it's just your income taking care of everything, what's the change? You understand? Wait until the man's business, take off. Or until he find another business. Or until eventually he say, you know what, the business thing ain't working out. I'm going to just go find a quick little job until I can get the business rolling or something, but you should stand by your husband. You understand? You're supposed to. All right? Keep going out.
And he is the savior of the body.
Christ is the savior of the body, so your husband is of your body. You might want to go hang out with some friends of yours that you know is thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But your man like, nah, I don't want you hanging with them. And then something may end up happening to those sisters. Your man saved you from that if you listen. You understand? You might want to go out to the party and drink. You know, like that one sister. What was her name, ma? The one that supposed to got raped on the dance floor.
Oh,
At the party.
I cannot
The man, her man told her not to go nowhere.
God,
And she went anyway. You understand? And then she claims she got raped. Okay, but that's a totally different subject because that story just don't sound right.
Right.
You understand? You might want to eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Your man tell you no. He's going to save you from getting the upper respiratory infection, like cancer, like diabetes, like heart attacks and strokes. You understand? Because he's going to turn around and teach you how to serve the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? He's teaching you how to keep these laws. So you listen to that man because he's the savior of your body. Keep going.
Verse 24. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ.
Therefore, as all of us, we obey Christ. You understand? And that's what this is speaking of now. Therefore, as the church, the people, is subject. Subject means one under one's control or authority. That's what the word subject means. And we are subject to Christ. Ain't no talking about it. Just do it. Just serve it. You understand? Same with your husband. Ain't no talking about it. Ain't no arguing about it. Come in here and learn your role and do it. Simple as that. Brothers, the same thing. We teach men how to treat their wives in the ISUPK. It ain't just a woman thing. You understand? Because neither one of us knew in the world.
That's right.
You understand? Jake was trying to stick that penis in whatever hole he could, and the woman was trying to open them legs for whoever wanted to get in between. You understand? But when you come in here, you're going to learn how to be a man, a father, a husband. You're going to learn how to be a damn woman, a wife, a mother. You learn that in here. You understand? Keep reading.
So let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
In how many things?
In everything.
Wait a minute, some of the things.
In everything.
The things I agree with.
In everything.
Not my check.
In everything.
Not my income tax.
In everything.
Not my bonus check I'm finna get.
In everything.
Everything, man. The Christian church will never teach sisters this. Because guess what? Who's going to turn around and pay them? How are they going to live their lavish lifestyles if the women, because you know the Christian church is made up of over 86% black women.
That's right.
You understand? Where do you think the pastor's getting the money from? From the damn black women. They got all the jobs. And the preacher give them all the lies, all the razzle and dazzle, and the thank Jesus, hallelujah, tell Lord. You understand? They give them all of that so they can, yes, Pastor, yes. Oh, Jesus, thank you, Lord. And turn around and come up out that person, make it rain on the preacher.
God.
You understand? And you know, he be tell her this, he ain't gonna get no more money. I had a brother that turned around and asked me about our school. And he turned around and he said, I don't agree with that Bible. And I said, why is that? He said, because these preachers are not teaching the women right. I don't believe they are. I said, you're correct. They not. And he told me a story about how his woman had turned around and when she got pregnant with one of the, I think first or second child, he said, baby, I don't want you working no more. You're big as a house. You know what I'm saying? You're 6 months. Go on, take off, relax. You know what I'm saying? So you can bring forth our beautiful little baby girl, right? So soon as she go back to work, he turned around, they in church. And he said, wait a minute, what are you doing? He said the woman handed over the whole check, man, gave it to the pastor. And she said, I just felt obligated. I said, brother, is pastor getting something else for your woman?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because how your woman turn around and give him a whole damn check? You know what I mean? Here it is. You ain't worked for 3-4, months or whatever. You understand? And you feel obligated to give your money to your pastor when the Lord said to do what?
So let wives be to their own husbands in everything.
Okay, you're supposed to be in subjection under your man's control in everything. You understand? That's what the Bible say. Now give me Ecclesiastes 22:4. All right, and we're gonna get straight to the money because, like I said, a lot of sisters have problems with giving up that paper. You understand? That dough, that cheese, that fatty. that guap, that loot. You understand? They got a problem giving it up, boy. But everything, boy, you can get it. You can get it any other way you want it. But that money, oh no, that's off limits.
God.
You understand? And that's just the Christian church, man, teaching you to be selfish. You understand? Towards your own husband. Now, this is the person that you claim you want to have such a fabulous life with, right? You want to have a house, cars, and kids, and bank account. You want all of this growth out of the two of you, but then you want to turn around and you want to hold back. You understand? You want to only give 50. And then actually, that 50, what they say, 50 and 50, that dwindles down to about 20. You understand? When it comes to these sisters, a lot of them just want to give 20%. They don't want to give, and then they take away the 20. You understand? Try to find some type of reason to take the 20 away from you. You understand? And that's because they've been taught wrong. Okay? Christian preachers have been teaching black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, especially our women, totally wrong so that they can use them and take advantage of. And I ain't just talking about taking their money. They taking their body too. Whole women is going to church, sleeping with the pastors, knowing that they got a damn husband at home.
Right.
You understand? Turn around and run to go cook something for the pastor. And here I am, I'm sitting at home, I'm home. What the hell you doing? You understand? To hell with that goddamn pastor eating, you got to feed me.
That's right.
You understand? Now, if the brother wanted a plate, he would have to come and ask me for a plate. You understand? But not you got to run to his house. You understand? You got to go to him and you just got to cook for this pastor so bad. That's not how it works. Go ahead, read it for me, huh?
This is the book of Ecclesiastes in the Apocrypha, chapter 22, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
A wise daughter.
A who daughter?
A wise daughter.
A what daughter?
A wise daughter.
Pay attention, man. A wise daughter. It's only so many sisters that are wise and is gonna get this and understand this. All right. And the only sisters that actually get it is in our school. All right. Keep going.
A wise daughter shall bring an inheritance to her husband.
Wait a minute. She shall bring a what?
An inheritance to her husband.
She shall bring an inheritance to her husband. So guess what? Any of you sisters out there want to be my wife, bring me that paper too. You understand? Give me the booty and the money.
That's right.
You understand? I want it all. Okay? It's mine. Okay? It belongs to me. And I'm going to rule over it righteously. I'm going to show you how it's supposed to be done. All right? But you don't just take the woman's money and, like I said, buy you True Religions, Jordans, and rims and beats for your car, and she's sitting there, saying, don't have a car, ain't got a bus ticket. You understand? You won't even get a woman a bus ticket. Don't do that. Same way you take care of yourself, take care of your woman.
That's
if
right.
if you got a good job, your woman got a good job, and y'all got decent money to where y'all can have nice things, and y'all want them, get them. You understand? Get them for the both of you. Man, I remember, this was so funny, man. This family member, man. He turned around and this brother was backwards. Okay, he was in the world. He wouldn't take care of his woman like he took care of himself. He'll turn around and get a new vehicle, get her the old one after it's all tore up, seats tore up, motor about to blow.
Right.
Air don't work, heat don't work, windows don't let up. You understand? And I used to ask him all the time, why do you do her like that, man? Get her a nice car. You understand? And it took for her to turn around and she couldn't take it no more. She got tired of getting them hookies. And she went and got her own nice car.
Right.
But he shouldn't have came to that. You know what I mean? The brother should have looked out for her the same way he looked out for himself. Not pass her down something that's raggedy. Knowing your woman want a nice vehicle.
That's right.
And then his argument was, he said, but I gave her this car. I gave her a car. I said, that's not what she wanted, bro. You understand? Your woman wanted a nice, she had one picked out. You should have went and tried your best to get that for her. You know what I mean? That's your woman. She putting in, making it happen for you. She's making it happen for both of y'all. You know what I mean? That's how you're supposed to do that. So like I said, the money, yes, give me all of that paper that you make. I'm going to rule over every penny. You understand? And that's how it should be. Men should rule over it's supposed to. That's what the Lord said in the Bible. That's what God said in the Bible. You're supposed to rule over your woman. You understand? Not be her equal, not be her 50 and no 50. You're supposed to be protecting, providing, leading, and guiding that woman. You understand? If you're doing all of those things, how are you equal? What make you equal if you're doing all of that for her? You understand? So brothers need, in the world need to come on in here and sisters need to come in here as well, and we can save a lot of relationships. You understand? Because I've seen them turn around and be on the brink of divorce, and then come in here and get counsel, and they turn around, save, and turn it around.
Right.
You understand? I've seen that. All right, but let me see. Let's see. So what is the bottomless pit? The bottomless pit is just this condition that we in. You understand? Hell, it's not like under the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like big gigantic hole. You know, like on what was that movie? 300.
Yeah, kind of.
Where the dude got
kicked him in the hole.
yeah, where he just fell and all you see was just images of him just falling forever. That's not it. You understand? That hell theory that they teach in the Christian church is totally off. You understand? It's not a physical place where you're going to burn forever and all of that. You understand? Hell is a living condition. And guess what? We was born in hell.
Right.
All right. You was born, your mother was smoking crack, prostituting, your daddy was an alcoholic or in jail your whole life or whatever, or he dead because he got murdered. You understand? All these different conditions that we are in. You know what I'm saying? Look at the hood. Okay? Matter of fact, look at the hood compared to Joplin. When I rolled through here.
Good night.
Man, did you
Good
see the
night.
did you see the middle school?
Right.
God damn. I looked at that place, I said, damn, I would have learned something if I'd have went there. That damn school is humongous.
Salakia, the library.
Man, the library, it looked like the Library of Congress. You
Right,
understand?
God.
This place is nice. You understand? But guess what? I barely see any brothers and sisters out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't see hardly no brothers and sisters out here. You know what I mean? So their communities is nice. You understand? They living good. I bet you if we go by the trailer park, it look good too.
God.
I'm sure it do. You know what I mean? It's nice and clean out here for them. You know what I mean? But then the ghetto, oh boy. You understand? They flooded our neighborhoods with crack and heroin. You understand? These people that you have grown to love and that your preacher tells you to love. You understand? Our oppressor is nothing nice. You understand? They are anything short of sweet. Okay, they're just the opposite. All right, they are evil as hell. They take all the money from our communities to build up places like this for them. You understand? For them and their people, and it's all over. You understand? You go back home, back in St. Louis. You understand? Which is just a few hours away from here. Uh, it's the same way. You know, you go in their areas, man, nice, clean. Nobody begging at the gas station. Nobody homeless. Nobody hoboing. Nobody sleeping on a bus stop. You understand? None of that. But in the city of St. Louis, in the hood, you see it everywhere. You see the prostitution. You see the drugs. You see the damn the gangs and the murders. You see all of that. You understand? And why? It's because of the Christian churches. You understand? First, because of our oppressors. Then second, the nasty Christian church. They are responsible. They got plenty of money. They make how many billions of dollars in 1 year? Damn near 50 billion. I was
say it was like 50,
it's about
60
$50 billion in 1 year. That's what the Christian church collects as a whole. Why are black people doing so bad? Why the very community where you got your church at? I brought this out last night. Where we go and feed the homeless and the whores and the damn pimps and the alcoholics and the dope fiends, all that. Where we go feed them at big old gigantic church right there on the corner.
God.
You understand? Huge church. Matter of fact, it's one spot where they all sit at. It's like a little, it was like a little small little wall, like it might have been around the building is knocked down, but it's like a little wall, like an entrance or something, like you know what I'm saying. It had like a little brick wall to be a gate instead of a you know what I'm saying a gate, an actual fence. And then they all sit right there, and they all smoke, they all drink, they all prostitute right there, and the church is directly across the street. The church is directly across the street. And guess what? The church is huge. You understand? You got a bank adjacent to the church.
Well, I bet.
You understand?
Somewhere to put the money.
Not just an ATM, a whole bank.
God.
You understand? And you know what I've seen them do? I've seen the brothers when they pick up, because you know we was canvassing that area, and we was interviewing the sisters and the brothers in that area for our lecture.
God.
And as we were sitting there doing that, studying and getting the interviews and things, I would see the brothers turn around and pick up the horse and then drive to the church's ATM to get the money to pay him. You know what I'm saying? Once he get through with it. I saw that. You understand? And that's what's happening in the Christian. Do you think that pastor even cared? If he did, he would try to clean up his community. But he don't. He don't give a damn.
That's right.
You understand? He cares not. Okay? All he care about is you coming in his nasty church and putting money into his pot.
God.
That's all he cares about. But do he care about the poor people that live outside? You understand? That's prostituting around his building. Not saying call the police on them and get them locked up, but you a man of God, supposedly. Go fix them. Go help them. Reach out to them. You know what I mean? They don't do it. They will not do it. I'm telling you. But those preachers, they're responsible for that. But let's see. Give me second Ezra 16, 1 and 2. Got a breakdown on that. And if you got any questions in the class, just raise your hand and say Salak your excuse. And we answer questions in here as well.
This is Second Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 16, verse 1. Woe be unto thee. Okay, sorry. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Verse 2. Gird up yourselves with cloth of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Okay, that right there is like self-explanatory. You understand? Woe means destruction. And then it even said it in verse 2. You understand? Babylon and Assyria?
God.
Babylon and Assyria.
It's like Babylon in Asia.
Oh, Asia. Okay. Babylon and Asia, and of course Assyria. You understand? Because they were actually in Assyrian captivity. The Apocrypha is the Old Testament is the Babylonian captivity that we, and when I say we, I'm talking about the Israelites, because we are descendants from them. You understand? The Israelites were in captivity in Babylon. Then we were in captivity in Assyria. That's the records that you got. This little book right here is from the Assyrian captivity. And the New Testament is from the Roman captivity. You understand? And Babylon, of course, woe to the destruction to them. The old Babylon and the Babylon the Great, which is America.
Right.
You understand? Destruction to this place too, because the scripture says that that America is the what it say? The cage of every foul bird. Every foul bird live here. You understand? And what is it? Homosexuality, lesbianism. You understand? Thievery. You know what I'm saying? Child molestation, drugs. You understand? Prostitution, stripping. You understand? Same thing. Okay. What else, man? Pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. You understand? Every abomination going on right here.
Right.
Okay. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year. Name the damn New Year. You know, you got your hand up?
So like the interracial marriages?
Interracial marriage. Damn right. That's another. You understand? Because our brothers are not supposed to be interracially marrying, dating, sexing, nothing with the other nations of people.
That's right.
You understand? Whether it's African, because they not our people. White people, you understand? They're not our people. Italians, you know, they what's that thing, that movie where they tried to put that little sister and that Italian boy together?
Bronx Tale.
Huh?
Bronx Tale.
A Bronx Tale. Like it's just it's always just like a love story when the black woman gets with the white man. You know what I'm saying? Like that is ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? And what they doing, like what's your girl name? Radon Chong. You know what I'm saying? That's no every movie she was on, she was with a white man in it.
Right.
You understand? Then turn around, what's her face did? What's your girl name? Halle Berry in Monster Ball. They say Eric Benet could not take that scene. I don't see how he was even still with the woman after that.
God.
I don't even see how he let his woman even be an actress after that. Like, I mean, I can't. No, if you're an actress, I don't want you. Because if you get that type of scene, it's not you're not gonna be naked in the bed with nobody. And Eric Benet's words was, one second. Eric Benet's words was he actually saw that man's penis going in his woman while they were playing that role. And he said it disgusted him so much he had to get up and walk out. You understand? I couldn't sit there and watch nothing insert in nothing of mine. You understand? Good night, but go
It's
ahead.
like you was reading my mind because I was gonna say, and the word was they actually had sex in that scene.
They probably did.
So and not
They did.
only that,
I mean, they
got
really
the
did.
most
You think about it,
filthiest, disgustingest white man you could ever find.
Yeah.
What's
That's how
his
they
name?
do.
Billy. What was his
Billy
name?
Thornton.
Billy Bob
Billy
Thornton.
Bob Thornton.
Good night.
Yeah, he looked like a damn Billy Bob and a Thornton.
Right.
He looked just like what his name is. Go ahead, brother. Nice and loud.
All right. Hey, I never saw the movie, never have. That stuff I don't look at. But saying this, hey, guess what? Now you're coming with an enlightenment, all right? I'll give you that. But do you or the nation you represent fault or put down those folks who didn't have a say in that unholy union and the offsprings thereof raised? Do you come against them? Because they are innocent in the eyes of Jehovah.
What is this?
Hold on. Maybe he's. I believe he's asking, do we fault the children of interracial marriages?
Yes.
So
Do we fault the children of the marriage?
Yeah.
No. No, it's not. It's not a child's fault for what their mother and their father did. It's not their fault. You know.
And after hearing that, okay. Now, if that or those people decide to hear your truth and accept your truth, will they be welcome?
Okay. First off, it's not my truth. I didn't make it up.
No.
I didn't
What
write
I'm
it.
saying,
I got you, brother. Just hear me out.
Okay.
This is what's in the Bible, right? And this is the Most High's truth. Okay. Now, when it comes to accepting a child that comes from an interracial relationship, right? Um, if the child's father, it solely depends on the father, not the mother, right? Like and it's kind of funny if you pay attention to in most cases when a black man has a child with a white woman, the baby tends to come out a little lighter, right? But when the black woman has a child with the white man, the baby tends to come out a lot darker in most cases, right? And they came up with that lie about that if you got one drop of blood in you, you're black. That is not true when it comes to the way that they look at it, the way that they view it, right? Because they figure that your mama black, you came from your mama, then you black. You see what I'm saying? It's not true in that case. If your father is an Israelite, if he's either black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, then you are my people.
that's right.
Then you are welcome to come to class.
That's right.
If your father is African, white, Russian, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, Asian, then you are not my people.
That's right.
And you cannot come to class. I'm not even interested in teaching you the truth because you're not an Israelite. You understand? And the Bible says that you are the seed of your father.
That's right.
So whatever the man is, that's what the child is.
That's right.
It doesn't matter about what soil. It does to a degree because we're not supposed to be mixing. That's in the Bible. We're not supposed to mix this holy seed. What's in us is holy. You understand? This seed is holy. We're supposed to keep it separate, and that means away from the other nations of women. We're not supposed to be sleeping with them. You understand? The Bible says specifically, don't come in unto them, and don't let them come in unto you. So no matter how bad she want that golden rod of yours, she can't have it.
That's right.
You understand? Because she's a white woman. All right. And she can't have it because she's African. Even though Africans tend to look like us, I mean only by, the dark skin. You understand? She can't have it either. You understand? This is only for my sister. All right. So Yeah, accepting them, if they are Israelites, yes. Christ died for every single Israelite on the planet. You understand? Christ died so that every Israelite can come back to the Lord. So no matter what type of situation you was in, like your father, you know what I'm saying, was like in the military, okay? My cousin, Sade, the singer, that's my cousin, all right? And her father met her mother when he was stationed over in the middle. I mean, what you think the black man gonna do? You got him hunting all goddamn day. You understand? And he gonna start hunting him some meat. You understand? And he's not supposed to. You understand? He's not supposed to be in that military, and he's not supposed to be sleeping with those women. But that child is an Israelite. You understand? Sade is actually an Israelite, and she could turn around and come to class. But her mother's a heathen, and she's not allowed to go. You see what I'm saying? So yes, we accept our people. All right, all day long. All right. So yeah, that's what that's talking about. I think Second Ezra 17 and 18. Other breakdown on that.
So
Give me.
like this, sir, I
Go
have,
ahead. Oh,
I
you
have
got a
a
question?
question.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Give me a second, let me pull it up.
Did your guy call in?
Nah, he's not gonna call in today, sir. You know, he's running them
Yeah,
back like they
exactly.
always.
You already know how they do.
I got a question. If somebody wants to break down on Matthew 6 and 22.
Matthew what?
Matthew 6 and verse 22.
Go ahead, read it.
All right, come on, sir.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. We'll give everybody a second to get there. Hey, how long we get the room? Just at 2 o'clock? You brought everything up here? Oh, it's gonna be at John?
I still got food out.
Huh?
Still got other stuff out.
At the house? Okay. I'll just check.
All right. Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye.
Mhm.
If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Read it again.
All right. Salakia. Matthew 6 and verse 22. The light of the body is the eye.
Mhm.
For Salakia. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
Okay. We're gonna jump back to let me see, verse 19. We're gonna start there in a second. And we're gonna get a little context on. I think we start at. We could go up a little further. I don't want to go too far. Okay. Remember again that this is a metaphor, right? That Christ he always spoke in parables, right? And Christ was doing this so certain people would not understand what he was saying. Like the Christians in the church preach that Christ was just spreading the word, the gospel, the good news to everybody, every white man and woman he came across. He was just touching them and healing them and wanted them to come in and serve God when that's not true.
Yeah.
You understand? The hypocrites, those Sadducees and Pharisees, he didn't want them to understand what he said because they were God's enemies. They were Christ's enemies. They were Christ's enemies. They were God's enemies, and he didn't want them to understand what he was meaning by the things he was saying. Okay, so he often spoke in parables, and it said the light of the body is the eye. If therefore the eye is be single, that whole body should be full of light. See, okay, like think of it like you got two eyes, right? You can see. Long as you got one eye, you can still see. Even though you can't see too good, somebody might sneak up on you from the left side. It's because you got that patch on that eye. You understand? But you can still see. You understand? So if you know this truth, you understand, you full of light. You understand? If you're doing it. You're not just knowing it. You understand? But you in it and you doing it. Then you full of light. Even if your body, if you just got one eye. You understand? And just know that Christ, go ahead, start at 19 now. Read verse 19.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth,
Mm-hmm.
where moth and rust do corrupt,
Mm-hmm.
and where thieves break through and steal.
Okay, so Christ has said, don't just turn around and just want to lay up treasures here on earth. You know how a lot of people just want, they got songs out about it. You know, they want the fancy cars, the night. Yeah, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with having. Ain't nothing wrong with having some rims, you know, some dubs, you know, or some tins, but you keep them clean. Ain't nothing wrong with having some rims on your car. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing having nothing nice, nothing wrong with that. All right, but don't let that be your sole purpose. Is to turn around and like what the Bible say, you gain the whole world, but then lose your own soul.
That's right.
You understand? So you having these things is cool. You can have a nice vehicle. You can have a nice house and decorate it nice. You can do that. But don't let that be your sole purpose for living. It is for you to get those things and for you to obtain those treasures upon earth where moth, you understand what I say, moth and
Moth.
rust. You understand? It'll corrupt it. Meaning that you turn around and say for instance, clothes get old. You understand? Clothes get what they do, fade. You understand? Get too small in the washing machine, or either you get too big. You understand? Whichever one come first. You see what I'm saying? You turn around now, the nice clothes that you got don't fit you no more. You see what I'm saying? But you want all about your clothes. All you know is your clothes. You see what I'm saying? Don't just turn around and let that be your sole purpose for living on earth is you having nice and fancy things. All right, keep on.
Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven,
Mm-hmm.
where neither moth nor rust do corrupt,
Mm-hmm.
and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Okay, so if you plan on having anything, what he's saying here is if you lay up that treasure that's in heaven versus what's on earth, then guess what? It ain't gonna rust. You understand? You ain't got to worry about things that you can get from heaven is not gonna turn around and rust. You understand? The blessings that the Lord will turn around and give you for you obeying Him. You understand? That's what the kingdom of heaven is black men, Hispanic men, and Native Indian men ruling righteously. You understand? That's what the kingdom of heaven is. It's not uh, the place where Eddie Long, where they think Eddie Long at right now. You understand? They swear it down. Eddie Long is in heaven. No, he ain't. You understand? Who would want a filthy homosexual and a child molester in the kingdom of heaven? What make you think that you deserve the kingdom of heaven all because you was a nasty preacher? You see what I'm saying? Every thug in the hood that get murdered because he done murdered about 5, 10 people. He's in heaven right now. He got his wings. What they say on his shirt? God called him home.
Oh, yeah,
They
God.
make a shirt talking about God wanted another angel in heaven. Excuse me. Pookie was not an angel. You
God.
understand? Pookie was a criminal. All right. And that's what the ISUPK is sent out here to do is to change Pookie's life.
That's
You
right.
understand? To teach him how not to be a criminal no more.
That's
You
right.
understand? Teach him how not to end up on a goddamn shirt. You understand? Because you had your brain blowed out because you did something to somebody else. You understand? Because you in something you should not be in. In a gang or you're robbing folks. You understand? I had a little brother, man, that little young brother, friend of the family. He's like, I think in his 20s, early 20s. And man, turn around. He wasn't a criminal. He wasn't none of that. But the streets got a hold to this little guy, and he got turned out. You understand? And he started real young, man. They turned around, and he was advised to stay away from the people that hang on the block in his neighborhood. But when they saw him coming, they drew him right on in, and they had him pushing the dope for him and all of that. You understand? And he got more and more involved in the streets. You know what I mean? He turned around. His mother even think he got raped in jail. You understand? He's going through all of these things because of the life that he chose. You understand that he was drawn into. All right, and this is hell. I don't know what you're waiting to go down there for. You understand? But him living like that and possibly getting raped in prison by what he told his mother. You understand? And he turned around, he got killed. The guys that went to his mother house to kill him, they could have killed his mother. She fought them off. This woman fought them off. They came to kill her son. You understand? And in an attempt to save his life, she went and found him. He was hanging in abandoned buildings and all of that because they know they was looking for him. He turned around and she grabbed him by his throat. She said, I started killing myself. She said, because it hurt me so bad to see my damn son. She said, I know they finna kill him. She said, I know they are. and turned around a couple days later, he dead. You understand? They shot him, killed him, and ran him over with the car. You know what I mean? They definitely wanted him dead. Go ahead.
No, I just I got a little outburst, after hearing the outcome of that. You know what I mean? Because so many of our little brothers end up in that fashion.
That
My
right.
son had a couple of friends that he knew, that was on their way to college. You assume, a lot of us assume, because our children are on their way to college, they've got themselves a scholarship or something like that, that their lives are on the correct path. But a scholarship does not dictate what a kid is actually doing in the streets and what the
Right,
problems come
right,
upon
right.
them. And this young man was on his way to college I believe it was the next morning, and ended up getting shot and killed in his car trying to sell an item so that he can get to school and, having some money, what I'm saying, on his way to school.
Dang.
But didn't make it, and that's the tragic story that you hear over and over in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And our people don't understand that it's not as simple as raising a child and going to school. It's not as simple as, I kept my kid in the house. He didn't join gangs. He didn't do this. But if he is in opposition with the Lord, he's subjected, man. He's
Right.
subjected to a death
Right.
early in this captivity that we're in, man.
Damn
And
right.
that's what our people need to understand. That's what we're here for.
Damn right. And I remember when they did a story on Snoop Dogg, when they did a little documentary on him, and when they went to his mama, and when they talked to her, she said out of her own mouth, she said, I didn't raise my son like that. I raised my son in church. And that was the problem. You understand?
Nah.
That's why Snoop Dogg is LG, that was LBG, LBC. You understand? Snoop D-O double G. That's why he all that. You understand? That's why he was in the game. That's why I was in one. I was raised in the damn church too. You understand? That's why I did the things I did. You understand? Because they actually teach you to sin against God. That's
right.
what they teach you in the church. That's not. They're not gonna get to heaven sitting in the Christian church. You understand? They're not going to the kingdom if they continue that up. You understand? If they continue serving Caesar Borgia, that white Jesus, if they continue, what they say, what God loved the sinner, but He hate the sin. If they continue on with those lies, then they're going to die in a Christian church. That's what's going to happen. You understand? But that is the problem. We was raised in church. You know what I mean? That's why our young men go out and, become violent. You understand? Because look at what they experiencing at home. You understand? Look at the things that they are going through at home. This is a story that came out the other day. A sister is on her way to prison. They done locked her up and arrested her because she had such a damn roach infestation in her house to where they said, oh my God, this is neglect, complete neglect. And they locked this sister up, man, and she's facing about 10 years because of this. All because her house is not clean. You know what I mean? And it's nasty. So ain't no telling what them kids is really going through in there. You know what I mean? Ain't no telling what else they're going through. The place is not clean. You can just imagine that she probably is neglecting them. They went in, found it out, and said, we got to get these kids out of here. So that was just part of it. But I'm sure that they found more, you understand, as to why they took them kids. But that's not heaven, man. You understand? To where our children are being snatched from us. It was a video of it went viral on Facebook where I forgot what happened. I think the sister and the brother, the father, got into a little, argument, or disagreement, and I don't know who called police or whatever happened, but the police end up coming out, and they end up taking the woman's kid. They just had an argument. Wasn't no fighting, wasn't no killing, wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? But they had some type of, just say argument, disagreement. And somebody called police, and then they came and took the woman's kids from her, saying that the environment was not safe. When they didn't have any call, they didn't lock, it wasn't fighting. You know what I mean? But they took the, and it's on camera. She went live on her phone and was viewing the whole thing. And they were saying whatever, neglect charges they was trying to hit her with as to why they was taking her kid. That's hell, man. When you can't even raise your own kids. When they turn around and will just make up a reason to come and invade your goddamn home and say, okay, these kids are not being raised right. You are not doing a good job of raising your children. So we'll take them.
Right.
And how long have they been separating our families? Since forever. since slavery, and they still doing it right now today, with every single thing that they could think of, with jobs, with child support. You understand? With this neglect nonsense that they be doing, half the time it's not even a found. You know what I mean? So, like I said, they are dividing the division of family services. They got the name correct. It is the division of the black family, man. You
God,
understand?
I
Now, the
don't want
kingdom of
God.
heaven is going to be us ruling, like I said, right, with these laws, having some actual morals. You understand? Having an actual moral compass, what they say, moral fabric and fiber and all of that. You actually got morals, man, to where you turn around and what it say, thou shalt not steal. You don't steal from your brother. You don't steal from nobody.
Right.
You understand? Not just other black people. Because I had a brother come to class ask me,
Could you
can
steal
we
from the
steal from
heathens?
white people?
God.
No. You understand? No, brother, don't steal from nobody. You hear me? Don't come here talking about, man, you want to buy this? I stole this from a white man. Don't do that. You understand? Do not do that. We don't. God said, "Thou shalt not steal." Period. You understand? You're a criminal if you do it, not just who you steal from. You know what I'm saying? You won't go into a black business and steal, but you'll go into a Chinese and steal. You're still a criminal, and you're still breaking God's law. You understand? You're not supposed to steal. Period. Not sleeping with another man's wife. That's the kingdom. Man, I can't wait till brothers get that through their thick, nasty skull. You know what I'm saying? Of all of this, what your man got to do with me, that's everything. That's your brother. You understand? His woman is off limits to you.
Right.
Go get your own.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what gets me about the Christian church. The pastor has 40 women sitting at the front, dying to be with him, dressed to impress every Sunday, knowing they ain't feeling the sermon, but yes, pastor, yeah, just so we can pay attention to her. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully she get picked. Tell it. Thank you, Jesus. That's right, that's my pastor. That's my pastor. That's my pastor. She really be showing up, hoping that the pastor pick her. But then he turn around and go past. Excuse me, can you get Sister Jones? Can you come? What, Brother Jones in the bathroom? Okay, come. Let me holler at you. You understand? What's that preacher name out in Detroit? The one that they
Oh,
got caught.
Shalafi.
He got caught in the woman was sleeping with her in the daughter's bed, with him in the daughter's bed,
Allah,
and
I
the
don't
man,
know about that one.
oh my God, I brought the story out. The son, he had a son and a daughter, and the mother was the first contact, right, and then the father, and they couldn't reach the mother because the son had got sick, you know, and he turned around and reached out to the father. So he said, "Dad, you can't get my wife. Let me see what's going on." Okay, he go get his son, go home. He catch the damn preacher and his wife in his daughter's bed having sex. Right? So he said, "Oh, to hell with this." He said, "I'm gonna go get my gun." He about to blow the damn preacher's head off. The preacher then jumped up out the damn house, ran out butt naked, and the police found him several blocks away, hiding in the goddamn bushes, butt ass naked. You understand? Because he was doing something he should not have been doing in the first place. You understand? Those preachers, Christian preachers are not men of God. You
Right.
understand? They actually serve Satan.
That's right.
You understand? They don't serve God.
That's
Men
right.
that serve God, like my brother's woman, you understand? I would never even approach her in that manner. Because that's his woman.
That's right.
You understand? She belonged to him. But guess what? Somebody outside of this school, if I know that they got a woman, I'll never touch her either. You understand? Because they still my brothers, whether you in the school or not. You see what I'm saying? You're still a brother.
That's
So
right.
I would not touch your woman, even if you whatever you in. You in a Christian church. You understand? You married to, Bishop, whoever. I won't touch your woman. You understand? I'll never do it. Because God said not to sleep with other men's wives. That's the kingdom of heaven. When we can stop this whoredom that's going on within the nation of Israel, when we can stop the drugs that's going on in the nation of Israel, you understand? When we can stop the adultery and the rape and the child molestation, oh my God, let's not even talk about that. You understand? That's the kingdom of heaven. All right. Not going to no nasty church, doing whatever it is that you want to do until you die, and then say when you die, the Lord gonna take you, put wings on your back and bring you into heaven. That's not heaven. You understand? Heaven is going to be the most righteous place on planet. You understand? The kingdom of heaven ain't going to be none of that garbage going on. The scripture said that Christ is going to rule with a rod of iron. You understand? Meaning he's going to be strict. You understand? He ain't going to turn around and do uh, like they do in court. Like you can come in with a defense attorney in court, and whether you're guilty or not, they gonna turn around and find some kind of loophole and get you off a little bit or get you less time. None of that. You understand? There's laws and there's judgments.
That's right.
You understand? You turn around and sleep with another man's wife, you're gonna get judgment. That's it. You understand? You're gonna get dealt with in that manner, like what you should. And I can't wait until that comes back. You understand? I can't wait until I don't see another piece of pork on a brother's or sister's plate nowhere. You understand? I can't wait until Christmas. What is Christmas? What is Christmas? Boy, you mention it, it's gonna what is what? You understand? What is that? I cannot wait. I'm so sick of this mess. Christmas, go ahead.
It's a pagan holiday.
Absolutely, it is.
Pagan.
Mm-hmm.
They celebrate the tree.
That's correct.
And that's
And why do the Christians celebrate?
And, uh, and, but in the scripture, it talks about it.
It talks about what?
It talks about do not nail wood to your floor. They did wood, they nailed trees in their home, and they celebrate. And I'm speaking vaguely how this goes. It's in there.
What's in there? You saying Christmas is in
No,
there?
no, no,
Oh,
no.
go ahead.
It's like Jeremiah.
Huh?
Jeremiah
The tree?
21. Yeah, the tree.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Christmas tree is in there, yeah, and it's an abomination. It's something that the Lord hates. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct, brother. Yep. Okay. What you have?
No, I don't have anything.
You got a question?
No.
Do we ask?
Yeah, we have, as far as the that one scripture,
I know I
we,
kind of went off.
we stopped right above it at 20. It was verse 22 that I needed go down.
Okay, go ahead, read.
All right.
Is
Verse
somebody
21.
watching the class? There's somebody watching the class?
So they sent me this
They
question
text.
earlier.
Okay. So they probably listen and watch. Go ahead.
Verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Okay, so where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right. So if you got the understanding on that, we too are. Give me Matthew 13 and 55. Breakdown on that real quick.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 55. Is not this carpenter, Salakia, is not this the carpenter's son? Is not his mother's name, Salakia, is not his mother's called Mary?
Mm-hmm.
And his brethren James and Joseph and Simeon and Judas?
Mm-hmm. That's it on that?
Kind.
Okay, this is just talking about when Christ was out, he was doing his many miracles, you understand, out teaching the people. Was that when that was when he went home, right? Was that Nazareth or was that Galilee? And the people that he knew was questioning, like, wait a minute, hold on. This man ain't this the same man that we know? Yeah, I think what was it at? Is it in there where it says he went? Nazareth, Galilee?
It said he went back to his own country.
He went back to his own country, you know what I'm saying? And he turned around and was doing these miracles in front of the people, and they was like, wait a minute, like, hold up. It's like if you see somebody that you know what I'm saying, that you remember from back at, say middle school, high school, or something, you know what I mean? And you say, wait a minute, that's the old boy that, you know what I'm saying, I used to, play in the playground with or something like that. It's just, they just calling off Christ's family members. Like, wait a minute, that's the son of the carpenter, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you remember their daddy, oh man, his daddy used to drive the ice cream truck. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's all that is right there. That's all that scripture's saying. Go ahead, you want to ask me?
No, I was gonna say we probably should finish that one out through 57.
Okay, go ahead, read.
Verse 56. And his sisters, are they not all with us? Whence then have this man all these things? Verse 57.
Mm-hmm.
And they were offended in him. But Jesus said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and in his own house.
Okay, so he turned around and, like, for instance, in St. Louis, oh my God, they do not want to hear this in St. Louis.
God,
You understand? The very people that I'm out there to save don't want to hear it. You understand? The very people that I'm back at home in St. Louis that turn around and fixing them and willing to do whatever for them, you understand? They don't want to hear it. You understand? They don't want to hear that from me.
God,
But this brother right here, all the way from Kansas City, turned around, him and his family welcomed me with open arms.
God,
You understand? Same with this brother here. You understand? All the way down here in Joplin. You know, I heard him and his family got a nice meal prepared for us. You understand? I can't wait to taste those chicken wings. Somebody told them that I like chicken wings. I wonder who did that. You understand? And I heard it's a bunch of them waiting just for me. You understand? It's open arms to the chicken wings. Give me all of them. Just kidding. I'll share it with you. No, but you know, that's all that's talking about right there. You
God,
understand? They just could. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say if that's the experience of being a priest and a prophet, is that in your own cities, in your own homes,
Mm-hmm.
nobody wants to hear it, and it's mainly because they know where you came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to let that go. No
Mhm.
matter that you've changed your life and became somebody totally different, they would rather you put that Bible down and go back to being the old you, the old sinner, the old smoker, the old womanizer,
Right.
the one that you used to be, rather than to be a righteous man and try to teach righteousness amongst your people. So you brothers is coming up, man, and y'all coming as truth, and y'all become officers, y'all become priests, and get out there. Man, don't let that fail you. Man, get out there. It's going to be somewhere in another city, in another country, where your presence will be felt.
Oh,
You
yeah.
understand? Just like the cat said, man, when he came to my city, hey, it was open arms because I knew this was a man of the Lord. This is the brother that brought me out of my sickness and out of my destruction in the world. So with that being said, man, show honor and homage to these brothers, man. They come above us, and then they bring that truth down and bring us up and rise us up, man.
I ain't
You
did nothing.
understand?
Nah, that was the Lord.
Hey, Most High
You
Christ for
understand?
that.
That was
Most
the
High,
Lord, man. I
Most
ain't
High
do
Christ
nothing.
for that.
Okay? That's who did that. You got your hand up?
So like I was just gonna say that even the Christians in the world, like one that I know, they even mock and laugh at the fact that when you change, what she said was, oh, so what you just born again?
God,
Absolutely,
Mhm.
God,
absolutely. You
Right.
know,
And that's even in the scripture where it says the what it say, the wicked woman envious the righteous. You
God,
understand? Something like that, I'm paraphrasing. But yeah, that's in the scripture. And you can pretty much count on your family coming up against you first. You know what I mean? Them gonna be the first
God,
one. You understand? Because hell, they
God,
raised. You know, them the ones you did all the dirt with. Them the ones you had to call to get you out the dirt. You
God,
understand? All of that. And they gonna be like, wait a minute, you what now? Nah, not you. You understand? It's just a phase. You know how many times
God,
I heard that? Man, you know how many people I got that's sitting back waiting on this to fail, waiting on
God,
he gonna get out of there. It's just a phase. I understand you just, found something new. You know what? I did. I found something new and I found something most precious. I'm talking about I'm gonna hold on to this thing for dear life. You understand? That's what I'm gonna do with it. It's so new and so precious to me that I refuse to let it go. You understand? This truth is totally amazing to me. I don't see why everyone else don't agree. You understand? I'm talking about the people that's in the world. I know y'all here. You understand? Y'all agree. You understand? Because y'all here with us. But them in the world, man, they hate it. You know, you tell them not to eat pork because it'll save your life. You won't get sick, and they don't want to hear that. I've been eating pork my whole life. You know how many times I've heard that? You know, I've been eating it my whole life. You got to die from something. Like, damn, you want to die from a bologna sandwich? Like, that's worth dying for?
God,
You know, a ham and a hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. A pork butt, some damn scrimp and a scampi. You want to die from that? Come on, man. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You got your hand up?
Fine, sir.
Go ahead.
So, like, if I could have a breakdown,
I can't hear you. Speak loud.
if I could have a breakdown on Genesis 30 and verse 1, and my question is, was Rachel feeling suicidal at that time because of what she said to her husband?
What scripture was it?
Genesis 30, verse 1.
Now I heard you. Look, we didn't have a football field in there. Big, gigantic damn cathedral we're in. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak loud. Genesis 30 and 1. Okay, and what was your question you said about that?
Did Rachel feel suicidal because of what she asked her husband about not being able to bear children?
Okay, free.
Kawakar. Genesis chapter 30, verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children, or else I die.
Okay, verse 2.
Verse 2. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, am I in God's stead? Who hath withheld me from thee the fruit of thy womb?
Mm-hmm.
Verse
Okay.
3.
No,
Okay.
stop right there. Okay, it does not say that she was feeling suicidal. It didn't say she was gonna kill herself. You understand? That's like just picture a woman that just don't have kids and she wants to have some before she dies. You understand? That's what that's talking about. Not saying that I'm gonna kill myself. You see what I'm saying? She didn't say that. All right. It says, or else I die. Give me children, or else I die. That's more like I said before. I get old, never have children, and then die without. That's basically what she's saying. Not saying that she's suicidal, that she gonna slit her wrist if Jacob don't get her a baby. Okay, that's not what it's talking about. All right, and of course now you know Rachel and Leah, they were sisters. This was Jacob ended up having 4 wives. In the third verse, she gave him her maid. What was it, Bilhah? Was that her name? Yeah, she gave her Bilhah. You understand? As his maid, to go in unto her and have kids by my maid, so I can say that these my baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They was in a full out competition for their husband's affection. You understand? And guess what? Hey, that's good for sport. Let the women be in competition. Let one treat you. I treat you so good, baby. You're nothing like me, right? Let the other one do it too. You understand? It keep them on their toes. You understand? But what should not be happening is where them sisters hate each other so much to where they start meeting up. They go on Facebook. They got to start a Facebook meet up at the park. You know what I'm saying? Go somewhere at damn a gas station. Or they just did that not too long ago. Man, I seen about 4 sisters about to go at it at a gas station. You understand? The owner had to come out there and run them off. In the East End, get out of here, get off my lunch. You understand? They was finna get it, boy, on that lot.
That seems like that's what the norm is now. It's more the women are doing the fighting, man. You don't hardly see brothers jumping out and trying to fight no more. You see these sisters, they doing the fighting and the shooting now.
They are. Well, about their man, they've always been feeling like that. Right. You understand? Even these sisters, but what they didn't do was they did not destroy each other, and they didn't destroy their man. God. They didn't destroy their house because he had another woman. These 2 sisters even bargained for who he was gonna stay with for the night. Right. You understand? They rolled the dice and okay, well 7, I hit, I win. Come on home with me. You understand? You'll see him tomorrow. You understand? Like that. But yeah, this was just those sisters in that like I said, in that competition, in that little battle, you understand, between each other. But keep in mind, they did not put him out because of it, because he had other women. They did not tell him, these ain't your babies because of it. You understand? She did not go get an abortion because you had other women. You understand? She did not turn around and bleach your clothes, flatten your tires, set them on fire. Okay? I was watching a court case out sister turned around and she was pregnant. Sister was pregnant. Mad at her man because he had another woman. She found out and she went live, made a video, and said, "Oh yeah, you want to play with me?" Had all the man's clothes in the middle of the street in a pile. You understand? And oh, you want to play with me? This is how you want to do me? Okay, I got you. And turned around, charcoal, boom, set all the man's clothes on fire. You understand? That's why would you do that to your man for any reason? You understand? And then simply because he has another woman. It's not unlawful for a man to have more than one woman. You understand? He is doing within his God-given right to have 10 of you if he feels like it. You understand? He can have 100 women if he wants. He can have 1,000 if he wants. And guess what? You're supposed to be with that man if you chose to be with him. Stay with him. You understand? Don't be no whore and try to go find you somebody else that only wants you. When guess what? You find out that he got somebody else too. You know what I mean? I know a sister that did that. I turned around and counseled this sister for a whole year out. And it was 7 different men in 1 year. She went from the first one, he had a woman, she found out, she broke up with him, she got with another one, called me back, told me what to do about him. Damn, what happened to the, oh, I got rid of him. Now you got somebody else. Well, he said he was just with me, right? He said he lived with his cousin, but actually he was living with his woman. You know what I mean? Then when she found out about him, she got rid of him. And then she found out about the other, did it again and again and again. Till it was 7 men in 1 year. You understand? And that's nasty. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. I'm listening to what you said. Okay. And I don't say I have any difference or indifference.
Speak up, sir.
Okay. I don't have any difference or indifference. Okay. I'm listening and gathering information. Okay. That being said, now, the Mennonites, yeah, you've heard of it. Okay. Mennonites, farmers, white people, they
Who?
multi
Amish? Mhm.
Amish.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Got it.
They marry and they have different wives and they keep them in different places and support them separately. Okay. Now, do the Ishmaelite man, do they do the same thing or do they just put them all in one house to be one great big happy family? I don't know.
They also molest children. Amish,
No,
the Amish community also molest their children.
I wasn't talking about molestation.
You
I'm
understand?
talking about
I know, but I'm just saying they also molest their children too.
well,
So I don't care what they do.
yeah,
You
I don't
understand?
either,
With
but-
their women, they can do whatever they want.
Right,
You understand?
right.
Who cares?
But
But when it
how-
comes to us,
Yes.
okay,
How do the man, being the man with different women that he's supposed to be married to, how do he raise them? I mean, keep them.
it's up to him. It's up to a man how he say if for instance if he has his women living in the same house, if he got them all living in different houses, or however he whatever works for him, long as it ain't no sin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And of course in here ain't no threesomes and things like that going
Yeah.
down because that is completely unlawful.
Right.
Okay. But if he has his women staying with him, you understand, they all in one house, that's not unlawful. So it's up to the man how he decides on, putting who where. You understand? If he wants to have them in different houses, that's perfectly fine. In most cases, when a brother meet a woman, she got her own place anyway, right? And then what does he do? When you turn around and take that woman, you just turn around and rule over that woman, say you can keep her in that house, right? She's been paying her bills. She's been, staying afloat. She do the same thing now that now that she's with you. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a, you know, it's it's a lot of lies out there saying that a man must be able to afford all of his women. You understand? When the Bible does not specify anything pertaining to you having a certain amount of money in order to have a woman. Because if that's the case, damn, one of them is enough. You understand? Boy, sisters will go to Dollar Tree and rack up more. You know what I'm saying? They go in the dollar store, man. You can't go in the dollar store with a woman. I can't go with mine. You understand? Because that $2 we were supposed to spend turned into about 40. You understand? So sisters, man, if you can't afford multiple women, you can't afford none, really, because they all want. They all, you understand?
Yeah.
So if that's the thing, if it's according to money, then you understand. No man should have no woman. You understand? Because we don't make enough, period, as a people. We all, what is it, 76% of us living below the poverty line? So why does any man have a woman then if it went according to money? And it does not. You understand? So however a man chooses to set up his house, that's his right. You understand? So now, of course, you gotta make sure them sisters, you know, eat, got lights. You can't just leave them in the dark and all. You understand? You can't mistreat your women, man.
Right.
You understand? So if, like I said, say for instance, if a man, because how many sisters got men ain't got no job? Bunch of them. Over 50% of black men are unemployed here in this place. You understand? But guess what? She's
That's
going
crazy.
home to a man that has no job. You understand? And guess what? The income didn't matter. You got with him when he didn't have a job. And you vowed to help him get one. You understand? So guess what that sister should do? Help him get a job.
That's right.
You understand? Help him get on his damn feet. Not turn around and be with him and then leave him after so long when he don't, meet your financial standards. All right? So
Uninformed, uneducated, that's what usually happens.
say that again.
Uninformed, uneducated, that's what usually happens.
That's what usually
Un-
happens.
Yeah, if you're uninformed and uneducated, that's what usually happens.
Well, if you have been raised in the Christian church, definitely that's what happens. You understand? Because our people, sisters, have not been taught. They haven't been raised properly. You know what I mean? They've been taught to use what they got to get what they want. They've been taught to use a man for some money. That's where the $40 come from, man. You understand? Them giving a body up for $40. That's cheap. You understand? That is cheap. I don't want that. If that's all it's worth. You understand? It's $40. You can keep it. All right. But yeah, man. Like I said, in the ISUPK, we teach brothers how to deal with one woman, and we teach them how to deal with multiple. You understand? You're gonna learn how to deal with one sister. You understand? And then if the conversation right, then yeah, we can talk about more than one. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know how to treat one woman, damn. You understand? You shouldn't have none. If you got one and you want to learn how to treat that woman, then guess what? This is the place you come. You understand? And money absolutely has nothing to do with it. Money, it does not mean you're going to be happy. You know, these devils are slowly but surely taking away all of our jobs. The black woman is only statistically going to make on an average what $13 an hour. So you mean tell me you left your man for a measly $13 an hour? That's the most you're gonna make. You're not gonna be the next Beyonce. You're not gonna be the next doctor. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be the next lawyer. You understand? You're gonna be a CNA making $13 an hour. That's what our sisters, and I'm just keeping it real. You understand? Why? Because that's all they put out there for you to do. You understand? The fast food job. Who else takes the orders better than Shaquita? You understand? Who else turns around and flips the burgers better than Antoine? You understand? Who else bags the fries and give them to you and tell them have a nice day? You understand? Better than you. All right. So, like I said, they don't plan on paying you much. Look at what they did. 1 second, I got you. Get your question. Look at what they did back home a couple years ago when they did that protest against the fast food restaurants, against McDonald's, Jimmy John's, and all of that. They turned around and they even had the Catholic priests out there helping, right? They was in there saying, yeah, we're with these people. We're supporting them. They should get everything that they want and this and that. Minimum wage should be $15 an hour. They did all of that fighting, marching, right? Up and down the city of St. Louis, you understand, fighting for minimum wage. And what did they do? They fired all of the men and the women and hired their kids. You understand? Why you think there's so many kids working at McDonald's now? Because the people that fought for the damn increase, they turned around and slightly increased it, but then fired them. You understand? And then hired all their damn kids. Like I'm telling you, there's no winning with this devil. You understand? There's no winning with this oppressor of ours. Okay? Because guess what? He's going to find a way to continue to oppress you. That's what he does. You understand? While you just got through celebrating New Year's at some party, went home with some man that wasn't yours, went home with some woman that belonged to another brother, drunk out of your mind, talking about Happy New Year, watching the ball drop. They sitting somewhere wondering how we going to oppress them next. What's going to be the next best thing that we do to them to destroy them? You understand? That's what they doing. While you sitting back had a ball for Christmas. Your kids got everything that they wanted for Christmas. They had a good Christmas. Don't you hear that every year? My kids gonna have a good Christmas. What the hell does that mean? Having a good Christmas. Like that's ridiculous, man. And Christmas don't go good. You understand? It never does. The kids don't even appreciate the gifts that you bought them. You made them wait too long. They asked you for it back in May. And here you go, surprise. Oh, okay. They don't even play with the toys. You understand? Because damn, they on something new now. You see what I'm saying? You could have bought them the gift when they asked for it if you had the money. But here you are waiting to turn around and teach them to celebrate a fat white man and worship him for giving them the gifts instead of you buying it. You understand? Which is silly. It's all nonsense. All right. But go ahead with your question.
So like, yeah, I was just going to say that CNAs make $10 an hour, not 12.
They make what?
$10 an hour,
$10 an
not
hour.
12.
Oh, so you trying to check me?
Lies,
Huh?
not at
That what
all.
you doing? You,
Not
you
at
trying
all.
you trying to teach me? No, just go ahead. Go ahead, sis, go ahead.
And they really slave more than anybody
Is 10 very far from
on their
9?
job.
No, it ain't. You said what?
You actually gave him 13 though, so.
I said
Yeah,
13.
you was up there. You
I was
gave him
up
a
there.
raise. I know if you was up to you, they'd have a raise.
I know someone's making it.
That's Salakia. That's because they've been with that company for some time. So maybe.
Well, I wasn't wrong then. But you checked me like I was. Excuse me. They make $10 an hour.
The average CNA
Go ahead.
makes,
I'm just
the
messing with you. Go
average
ahead.
CNA makes $10 an hour and quit their job because they're being slaved to do a lot of things that's not in their job descriptions. You know what I'm saying? Wiping butt. You know, that's what a nurse do. They care for the patients and things like that. Then I was just gonna talk about Missouri's oppression with the minimum wage situation where they just changed it from $8.60 to $9.45 and up. They're going to keep raising it by the year, and by 2023, it's supposed to be $12.
Right.
When all these elected officials, so-called leaders, been fighting for 15 for how long, and they just give you crumbs and just say, and even if I may, they even made minimum wage like I want to say a few years ago. They made it $10. The state of Missouri, they made it $10 on a Monday, and then Friday they took it back. They said it's up to each individual city or whatever they want to do.
Absolutely. And they turned around recently. One second, I got you, brother. They turned around and they had all of everybody in the city of St. Louis that smoked weed to go out and vote. And they turned around and passed it, like she was saying, that dollar increase is supposed to, I believe, go to a total of 15, if I'm correct, over the next 5 years. But look at what they are doing with the jobs. They steady taking them away. You see what I'm saying? You go into these grocery stores, they got more and more self-checkout line than they do the regular register. You know what I mean? Why? And that's to eventually get rid of you. To where they just have one somebody oversee the machine, make sure the machine is taking the money and giving the change. And if it's a problem on it, they go and say, okay, this won't scan, and this and that. They have two people working the whole grocery store. You see what I'm saying? Versus all of the people that it actually take, you understand, for them to turn around and work those stores. They doing God, I got you. They doing what's that with the Walmart where you can make your order online and they gather all your stuff and bring it when you ain't got to shop no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. But yeah, you correct. Go ahead, but this is the last one that we're gonna get out of here.
Okay, what I was going to say was, in conjecture, to respond to that, first of all, everyone in this room have a computer. or access to wealth.
Mhm.
Okay, what I'm getting at is you know what is coming at you. Ordinarily, there's a defense mechanism kick in and says, wait a minute, do I stay here in this minimum wage thing, or do I do something better? I don't need a college education to do this. All I need is a laptop and my black mind, which is better than that. I won't be discriminating, but
I got
which
you.
is
That's
a
what you.
good mind. Yes, it's better than a white man. They use it. So, but
Mhm.
anyway, they tell you.
I got you. So what
Affiliate
black
marketing
what black
is
people need
one
to do
thing.
first?
I'm not pitching it. I'm just saying.
I got you.
It makes more than the NFL.
What?
It makes more than the music industry.
Mhm.
It makes more than sports alone. Why? I'd rather take the endeavors of 100 people and make money off of it. You know, I'd rather sell their product and get paid.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, instead of me going out there and working to make this one man thousands of dollars, millions of dollars,
Mhm.
why not that one man let him make the same for me?
Right.
I mean,
And the first.
when you spoke of the internet, and let me tell you, that's it. That is the new frontier.
Right. What
Whoever
needs to
you
happen
are,
first?
whatever you are,
Right.
get into it.
Right.
Get
What
into
needs to happen first is every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian needs to return to their God.
That's
it.
right.
You
Well, that's true
understand?
too.
The
That's
the
true.
Bible says that when we serve our God,
Yeah.
you understand, we flourish.
Yeah.
You understand? We are unstoppable when we serve him. Okay? But when we don't, they say we lose in the war, we die. You understand? That's what happens. Okay, and the other nations of people know this, they know it. They know that, hey, give them Christmas, give them gifts, give them this, give them a holiday, give them homosexuality. Put a famous black man on TV, make them wear a dress. You understand? They know give them that, force that on them, push that on them, so that they can continue to die. You see what I'm saying? Because by the preachers not standing up for our people, they claim to be the leaders of the flock, right? Shepherds of the sheep. So why aren't they doing their job? You understand? And guess what? We will do it for them. You understand? We don't all we need from the Christian church is all they goddamn money you stealing from the people. So that Commander and Junior Hunter can take it and give back to them and take care of it.
That's
Yes,
right.
You understand? That's what needs to happen. But we a little over the time, y'all. And we're gonna go ahead and end the class right there. You understand?